Ni hao, and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. Yep, there's not been a time skip after all, mainly because I just haven't had the time to play a lot off camera, and I would like to have an episode out on the day you're watching this, probably a Sunday. Let's see. Let's go to June 1942. See, we are getting some battles. British Empire offers an alliance agreement, but needs a considerable financial aid. 4.6 billion. Or I can take the minus 30 to relations. I think I will do that. Soviet Admiral replaced. Light cruiser attacks a port. Not a lot of port damage because it was just a light cruiser, but here we go. A light cruiser versus DD. A surface action that my light cruiser might actually win. Maybe. Unless it eats a bunch of torpedoes. You're a little bit damaged though. And of course there's the very real possibility that the enemy will just run away. In which case we get nothing. There's the radar ping. Oh yeah, it's running. It's running and it's faster to begin with, so yeah. Nope. Yep, nothing happened there. Alright. Lots of Japanese transports sunk. Let's see, submarine battle. Submarine versus submarine. Light damage to the enemy sub. That's the DD we ran into. Let's say enemy light cruiser, another enemy light cruiser, and a submarine. I think maybe it's a good idea to send out a heavy cruiser here. In case we get a battle with the two enemy light cruisers. And this light cruiser can I don't know, join up here. And 3 DDs. I mean, they can just stick around, I guess. Or we can deploy them as screens. Like so that the enemy submarines don't get here and engage my cruiser force, denying me a battle with the enemy cruiser force. Beijing still being repaired. 1 month. How long? 0 months remaining of commission, and a bunch of light cruisers being ready in 2 months. So, in not too long, we're gonna have about 100,000 tons of free shipbuilding capacity, which means we're probably gonna build something. Yes, I think so. We're gonna build something when those when that tonnage frees up. Probably gonna design another battleship, so I can have the what's her name? I've forgotten. Shima as flagship of one task force and another battleship as flagship of another task force. That might work. Are we getting anything exciting soon? Mark 4 17s. I'd rather have the Mark 5 16s. Although those 17s are going to be Mark 5 sooner or later. Let's go, July. All right. And of course the cruisers fight the submarine. Let's see, striking a port. No. That's not the fight that I wanted. But I guess it's the fight I got. We're gonna run away. There we go. And I'll be back if something happens. And we managed to disengage. Alright, lots of British transport losses. Sweden and Austria-Hungary. Are the Soviets invading Britain? Or trying to? Well, their fleet isn't even there, so it's a pretty poor attempt. Okay, they are assembling some kind of task force here. Yeah, with the 2 light cruisers. Heavy cruiser, go there. What's that? A DD? Let's have the DDs join in. And this light cruiser as well. The submarine can go to the Yellow Sea, I guess. 2 brand new Metal Snake light cruisers finished, but not commissioned yet. Beijing is ready. She can help out with those cruisers. What do the Japanese have left now? 2 lights, 3 DDs. That's it. Not a single submarine even. Very nice. Our submarine hunting has borne fruits. Yeah, that was the Mark 5 17s. Yeah. Mark 4, excuse me. Let's get this battle and then design something after it's done. Alright. Is that my battle? First off, the strike on the port. Yes, that is my battle. Beijing, ready to do her thing against a couple of Notori class light cruisers. Of course, there's the possibility that they might just try to run away. So, we'll see. And I hear thunder. Okay, Beijing. Enemy is straight ahead. Where's my heavy cruiser? There you are. Yunnan. You can actually be my scout. Shankui can follow the Beijing. And the DDs, I don't know. Maybe we can try and get some torpedo stuff going on. Let's see. Can we just get a nice picture of the Beijing? Like so. Maybe like this, or yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, but can we find the enemy? That's the question. I see radar ping. No, they're coming closer. I'm being spotted. Let's see, back to my task force. I think they are not trying to run away. Well, they're spotting me. There we go. I'm spotting them now too. Quite nasty weather. Let's see. Yunnan. You can target Yahagi. Beijing. Tatsuta. Jiangqi. I guess you can target some DDs. Also, torpedoes off, because you're gonna get DDs in your own line of fire. Oh, invisible. Let's see, secondaries on the DD. I want to hold my torpedoes until I get the DD, the light cruisers visible again. There we go. I want to see. I want to see the one in the back. There you go, Tatsuta. Okay. Now you can launch. can you launch? There we go. We are launching. They could in fact launch. Have these guys launched? Not yet. Not yet. AP, you got that semi stuff going on. You guys have launched. So we are maneuvering. You can load HE, that is for sure. Boom! Big flooding hit on the lead light cruiser. And again, with the weather, I cannot see the enemy torpedoes. If there are torpedoes in the water. My torpedoes are certainly in the water and actually hitting. One light cruiser down. Zhanghui, you can go independent now. DDs are safe. Cannot see these torpedoes for the life of me. That's just one. Beijing, you can just turn about completely. Okay, I guess it's not just one torpedo, it's quite a few torpedoes. But I think we are avoiding them. No, we are not avoiding them, because one just hit the Beijing. Yunnan, have you also eaten a torpedo without me looking? No. Just a lot of flooding. I absolutely hate not being able to see the water with the fog effect. Well, I guess our building, shipbuilding plants will have to be delayed a couple of months because the Beijing will need repairs. As will the Zhanghui and the Yunnan. That's a lot of torpedoes. Gosh darn it. Okay, we're gonna eat a couple. One was a dud. Lucky. Alright, one DD left. And it's dead. Could have gone better, but didn't actually lose anyone. And the damage taken, other than flooding, was relatively light. Okay. Let's see how many months of repair we are in for. Belgium wants to buy a Beijing class. Yeah, we can actually do this. Well, none of them got sent in for repair. Because they're all at sea. Well, Danyang is repairing. And a lot of the light cruisers are ready. We can probably just send them to help out with the invasion. 86%. Oh, Japan has a DD here. Hualong is ready. Let's send these guys here. Okay, so that should be a successful invasion when it's completed. Yeah, we got 100,000 tons of free capacity. Excellent. Anything new we're getting here? No, we're still doing the advanced marine engines. No sign of the gas turbines yet. That is strange. Well, let's design something. Let's do a super battleship, because I now have the shipyard size to actually make it work. This can be made quite fast. 32 knots, really? Let's go oil 1 and turbo electric. These towers, not quite as much spotting as we get from the command battleships, but still not bad. Secondary tower. That's just a primary tower in reverse. Let's do the light modern tower. Like so. What kind of funnels can we fit? Mega funnel. Does it fit here? No, I think only the tiniest one fits. Only 95.2% engine efficiency out of 2 funnels. How about the slightly larger secondary tower, which is just the main tower in reverse, but it's kind of shrunken. Biggest funnel doesn't fit. That one fits. 97%. Yeah, it's not enough of an increase to make it worth it. I think we're just gonna deal with not having perfect engine efficiency. We could also go with balanced. Yeah, there we go. There we go. How much weight does that add? 52,000. Yeah, it adds a little bit. We do get less smoke interference though. But also some added engine vibrations. The naturals are just better with regards to maintenance. I think I'm just going to reduce the top speed to 30 knots. And that'll be that. I want some extra beam and draft. Just to make it a little bit chunkier. There we go. And now we're going to use our new Mark 5 16s. Will the big barbettes be big enough? Or do I need something bigger? Come on. I saw you just fit there. There you go. Might add some more some of those secondary Yamato style barbettes in between the turrets and the towers to fit some secondaries. Barbette, yes. Triple bottom, also yes. Citadel 5, there we go. A little bit overweight. But there is some armor here that we can reduce. 52 caliber length. Base. It's pretty nice. Increased AP. Increased HE for the secondaries. Capped and capped. Heavy increased. You save a lot of weight by going TNT 4. And then you add a lot of weight by going auto reloading, but stereoscopic. Sonar. Do I forgo the radio? Maybe. Okay. How tanky is this hull? Not that tanky. 77 resistance base. We're at 113. So this is not a super tanky ship, really. We're mostly going to be focusing on long range. Heavy firepower here. If I go 3 inches on the inner belt, .7 there. How far can I drop that? Like so. Okay. Inner deck. Two on the and 1.6 on the third inner deck. There we go. We are underweight. Excellent. Let's go 17 on the barbette, 18 on the turret sides. I could drop this down further. Do I just forego the inner armor belts? Yeah, it doesn't add that much weight. .5 on the inner deck. That should be equal to 15. Just in case we get into a long-range battleship duel. What is our base spotting? Almost 40,000 meters. That's not bad. These are pretty good range. Pretty good accuracy. They are 52s. Let's make them 55s. .1 at 30,000 with good penetration, and reload time is 51.5 seconds, but that is with a cadet crew as a baseline. Quite a bit of an aft weight offset. this going to be one of those hulls that is really hard to balance? Might be. Do you fit here? Can I fit a secondary on that thing? Yes. How about some 8s? Well, they do fit. They weigh a lot, though. I think I'm just gonna go with a double 7-inch. Come on. There you go. Still a bit of an aft weight offset. I did not want to move. Okay, if you want to stick together. Now you don't stick together. Come on. Don't be like that. Come on. Just one notch. There you go. Still a bit of an aft weight offset, but it is improving. I can't really move the A and B turrets further for. What's with this? What is with this game? And now the weight moves forwards. I don't get this. I still have an aft weight offset, it says. No. What is with that center of gravity being all weird? Like that. Well, I don't understand it. It doesn't look like it should have a heavy aft weight offset, but I guess it does. So, moving the aft turrets further off don't actually change much. Gonna put that there. Okay, I guess we're gonna put it there. Ship is now overweight. I can probably reduce some armor. That did not reduce my armor substantially. Let's go 1.2 on the third inner deck. It's not really badly armored. Range is not quite as good as I would like it, but there we go. Can I fit more of these? I can fit some here. On those little wing things. And also here. And also there. There we go. That's a decent secondary armament. Actually. No tower slots for 4-inch guns. How about 3s? Yes, here. I'm just gonna ignore that aft weight offset and hope that there's probably gonna be a micro patch or something to fix it. What is our flash fire chance? 1.5%. It's not too bad. So we got a 51.5 second reload. If I drop it down to semi-auto, $62.2 seconds. I mean, that's still not terrible. What do I get for that aft weight offset? It's not that impactful, really. We're not talking about very high percentages of negative modifiers. Am I sure I cannot put that further forward? No, that is like the absolute furthest forward it can go. I can increase fore belt a little bit. And I should probably increase the length of these 7-inch guns. I could also probably remove some of their armor. There we go, overweight. They are 44. 45. 100 tons overweight. What do I want to cut? That's heavier. Yeah, oil 1 is the lightest. So again, no real point in going with better quality fuel than oil 1. So compared to the Shuima, this one is faster, not as tanky, but it's got heavier main gun firepower with those 16s. Not quite as many barrels though, but it should be better for long range kind of work. If I drop down to, what's the difference? Sonar 1, sonar 2. There we go. A 3-inch guns probably should have a little bit more length too. So they can actually start firing at, because they are so short to begin with. Even at plus 20%, they only max out at 44 gun caliber length, which isn't much. That's not a very long barrel, really. Yeah, we can add some more armor to the 7-inch turrets, make them a little bit more survivable. How much can I add to the main deck before things go bad? Not that much. Let's just keep it at 6. And I cannot go 16.5 on the main belt. The fore belt, though, slightly better balance for the ship. I think that's it. I think that's our Hife class super battleship. 89,000 tons. Oh, 89,512 to be exact. 6 billion. That's quite a bit cheaper than Shuima. I really don't get this the center of gravity. It just makes no sense. Because the engine room is here. Right? And yeah, I see the funnels are slightly aft of the of midships, but still. Anyway, that's how it is. It's probably because of that latest micro patch, the 0.5 live patch, because people were complaining that a lot of ships had just inexplicable 4-weight offsets for no reason. So I guess the devs just threw their hands in the air and just, fine, you don't like 4-weight offsets? Here, have an inexplicable aft weight offset instead. Happy now? Well, that's how I imagine things going. Shima Haichao. So Hifa can go to Shanghai. 33 months construction time though. It's gonna take longer to build than Shima. And yes, she's been under construction a couple of months already, but not that long. She was laid down in January. So, wow, okay. I guess the math adds up. Now, Japan still has a battleship here, being repaired in a tiny port on an island. Metal Snake and Shuji. You can go up here and take care of that DD. Because you are how fast? 37 knots. Okay, not that much faster than my previous light cruiser class. Let's go to next month and see what my invasion challenge ends up at. And we have a meeting. That's probably with that DD. Masses of dissatisfied pacifists protest and block the roads. What do you propose to do? Uses strong police forces to disperse the crowd. Or give them almost 6 billion. I mean, tanks? What are you talking about? I don't see any tanks. Japanese admiral replaced, striking that port again, doing very little damage with the light cruiser. 39.1 knots versus 37. So if we start in within spotting range, we might get it. If we don't, it's gonna run away. We are not spotting the enemy. Come on, speed up. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna catch up. Saw the radar ping. There it is. Yeah, no, she's running. And being 2 knots faster. Let's see if she actually turns around and follows now that we are retreating. No. She keeps running. Well, no battle then. Very common thing. Transport's lost. %. Excellent. And we have submarine here. Let's send out one light cruiser, Metal Snake. You can take on the submarine. Let's see if these are any good at sinking submarines. So we can have one remaining cruiser here trying to engage that DD. Let's see, still got some displacement left over. Transport capacity going up. Economic growth going up. Everyone is growing, it seems. Despite everyone being at war, some being at war with almost the entire planet. Maybe I should take that alliance next time they ask. Just to get dragged into it, because that could be fun. You know, I think I will do that. I think I will improve relations with the British Empire. Let's go one more month. And we have some battles. Red Cross. -5 unrest. I've gotten 1 unrest somehow. And 1.1 billion and -5 unrest. I can pay 2.2 billion and get -2 unrest. Or I can take a +1 and -10 relations with Japan. And the +1 turns into a +0.5 instead because of my government modifier. Metal Snake fighting a submarine. Metal Snake, good at fighting submarines. Oh wow, okay. Their battleship is back. Shimane. Concord class battleship with her 20 16-inch guns. Oh dear. Now it's my turn to run away. But also, it would be funny. Oh, that's one of my new ones. That was one of the Metal Snakes. Oh, what's your torpedo armament? You got a triple launcher on each side. Okay, they are deck mounted, so they might actually want to launch when I tell them to launch. 38 kilometers. Okay, you've taken some damage. Probably from a submarine minefield. Let's try and torpedo Shimane. Maybe force her back into port so she cannot interrupt my my invasion of Formosa. How far away? 23 kilometers. Almost there. Kilometers. Let's launch one side, turn around, launch the other. And then get out. some of my torpedoes have exploded in the water. That's unfortunate. I really don't want those big shells to hit me. Well, I might already lose one of my new, quite expensive light cruisers. Because I ran out of smoke at a bad time. Can the torpedoes reach the battleship before it's too late? These have already missed. Unfortunate. One minute left until I get my smoke back. Flooding is under control. Whoops. I'm doing 28 knots, so I'm outpacing the battleship. I'm now out of its range. So, we got away. Didn't really take that much damage. The flooding is not persistent between battles, so that's fine. Sadly, torpedoes didn't hit, but I thought it would be funny if it did happen. And at least a little bit more interesting than just turning around and running away right at the start. So Shimano lives to fight another day. After I've taken Formosa, I want to offer the Japanese a peace treaty. Korean Empire allied to Japan. Didn't they just break free from the Japanese Empire? Suji, you can actually just go here and fight that submarine. While my submarines... Yeah, that's why the battleships are... Is that a new battleship or the one that was being repaired in... Saipan? No, that's not the same one. Okay, I'm gonna send my submarines here to deal with that battleship. 1 month remaining. Then we're gonna give the Japanese peace. And I want to see if I can grab one of their battleships and give it a refit. An enemy submarine is attacking my... Oh, looks like we did get Formosa. Well, let's deal with the submarine. Medium damage. Because the thing is, how the anti-submarine versus submarine thing works in this game is it takes the average ASW value of your entire task force. So a single light cruiser with a pretty good ASW value will be very effective against submarines. If you have a whole task force with battleships dragging the value down, it's not going to be very effective, even if you have multiple of those same light cruisers in the task force, because the average is what counts. So even if you have a couple of very good submarine hunters in the task force, the average is going to get dragged down. And if you think, oh, I've got some 20-year-old DDs with like Hydro 3 and depth charge 2 or something, and an ASW value of maybe a couple hundred. And I think that adding those to the task force just as some extra submarine protection is going to help. Then that might not be the case, because they might actually drag the average down if you're relying on a few very high ASW value ships for protection. So it doesn't make sense, but that's how it works. Austria-Hungary something. That's a long way away. No, the submarines are fighting transports, not the battleship. I sent you here to fight a battleship. I mean, you should be able to set the role for submarines as hunt enemy surface ships. But I guess not. Anyway, it doesn't really matter now. We've taken Formosa. Well, there's still Penghu to deal with. Magong. Penghu is worth 1.7 billion. That's a lot less than Formosa. Do I want to grab this too? And not have to spend my victory points on getting it? I could even earn some more victory points. Let's see. It really doesn't take much. I'm hoping it's going to be a very short invasion. Because the more I can take with invasions, the less I need to take with the war operations thing. They're sending down a lot of submarines. Fine. I'm gonna send out my new submarine hunters in single task forces. Okay. Any more research? Advanced engines. And this should be modern too, right? Yeah. And here we go. Binzhou versus 3 submarines. See? Single high ASW ship versus lots of submarines. No problem. 1 DD. I am tempted to auto-resolve this. Very, very tempted. Because I think it's the only chance of actually damaging it. If I fight the battle manually, it's just going to run away. And it's faster than any of my ships. Roll the dice. That's okay. Didn't take any damage. Belgium wants to buy a Beijing class battlecruiser. Okay. They are my only ally, so I better treat them nice. Germany invading Lithuania. 100%. No problem. Submarine. No! fight the battleship. Is it that hard? Why you no fight the battleship? Fine, I'm just gonna surround it with submarines that sit around and do nothing. We're in December of 1942. 2 months left of this, and then we're gonna see if we can actually get those gas turbines. And yeah, I know I'm basically just trying to victory point max at this point. Metal Snake at it again. Sank both of them. Transport sank. Port damage. Excellent. Italy taking some British holdings in Africa. And again, they don't fight the battleship. Like, guys, there's the battleship sitting right here. That's a pretty high value target. It's only a 6-month invasion. It doesn't take that long. And in the meantime, we're just gonna keep sinking submarines, I guess. Suji can fight that submarine. I don't know how much like crew training Metal Snake is getting done fighting these submarines, but I assume it's got to be something, right? So let's move the other light cruiser here. So one will fight the submarine, and the other one will fight the light cruiser, and we're gonna see if the Metal Snakes are any better at surface engagements than my previous class. I've got 4 of the brand new DDs here being commissioned when they are ready next turn. If the let's see, Beijing class battlecruiser also being commissioned. If the submarines don't get the job done with the battleship, I'm gonna send out the brand new DDs and we're gonna fight the battleship that way. Okay, let's see how this goes. Sank a submarine. Sank another submarine. Sank 4 transports. Metal Snake versus Notori class. Let's go. We are spotting them. They are invisible. There we go, it stopped bouncing around. Are they running away from a single light cruiser? No. The game is suddenly being a little bit choppy. Torpedoes in the water. That one's gonna hit. Blocked. Nine kilometers away. Do I even have enough? I can pen them at that range. I think AP will be more effective. Getting over pens. Flooding. 2 floodings. Now she's been slowed down. She cannot run away. Back to auto selection. More torpedoes in the water. Now I'm taking some flooding. Got torps ready on this side. Yes, torpedo hit. And it's even. I don't really like that, because this time I have the... No, I do not have the more expensive light cruiser. Come on, 7.9s. Score some hits. Very good hits. Can we actually take down a an enemy light cruiser now with the new Metal Snake class? Has this broken the curse of the Chinese light cruisers? Maybe. Let's get a little bit closer so my my HE is a little bit more effective. It seems to work. The more flooding they take, the easier they are to hit. And I think Takachiho might be going down with very minimal damage taken to the Metal Snake. There we go. And yeah, it is a little bit more expensive than my previous light cruiser class, but at least they're not just dying. And I do think a slightly more expensive light cruiser class that survives to fight another day while also sinking the enemy is better than light cruisers that just never get anything done because they sink all the time. Why is Spain provoking me there? Okay. Well, again, no submarines decide to attack the enemy battleship. That's just how it is. I'm gonna send out the 4DDs. If that's what they want. Still advanced marine engines. I don't get it. I'm pretty sure they have not removed the gas turbines from the game because they're still in custom battles and in the share design designer. Let's see if we can actually engage that battleship now and then end the episode, if we get that. Alright, we have things happening. Empire of Japan is accusing our country for war crimes. I mean, I can pay them money, or I can take a +1 unrest, which will be plus 0.5 unrest. which is nothing. Submarines and transports. Metal Snake versus a DD. Okay. See if this can be done. Or are they just gonna run away again? I mean, it's very likely. I can see their radar ping here. Yeah, they're running. The ping is moving further away, and their DD is faster than Metal Snake. No dice. If I had gas turbines, I could make my ships faster, and I could actually catch up to the running DDs. And here we go. Jingqing class DDs versus the Japanese battleship Shimane. Let's go. Let's see if these are any good. They are slightly faster than the Chongqing Bay class, and they got better spotting range. But they're also larger and might be easier to hit. Jiangbei are gonna join with the that one. So I can have 2 divisions of 2 DDs. And come at the Shimane from 2 different angles. It's also the issue of an enemy DD being nearby the battleship, escorting it. We're taking fire. And I'm still spotting it, even if I'm smoking up. You 2 can launch. You 2 can get a little bit closer. Guns on the DD. Torpedoes on the battleship. Where are my torpedoes now? Almost at the battleship. Might score some hits here. There we go. 1 torpedo hit. I wanted to wait with launching these 2 until after she's done maneuvers, trying to avoid torpedoes from these 2. Shimane is now flooding, slowing down. These 2 are almost reloaded again. I don't think Shimane can avoid all of these torpedoes. You guys, AP. AP is what you need. Jiangbei, detach. There we go, torpedo hit. We're gonna get more. Yes! Shimane goes down. That's already a win in my book. Ooh, you have more torpedoes. Avoided, but Jajulu is taking a lot of gun hits. And goes down. And that's versus a cheaper enemy DD. Zhangbei. They're also damaged. But Samidare is taking quite a few hits. We killed the battleship though. That was quite nice. Damaged rudder. We're good. We are good. You two also, you're gonna load AP, because semi-AP is very effective against DDs. What kind of armor do you have? 0.1. Maybe HE would be better? No, 0. So you might run into issues with overpenning. At least that would still cause some flooding. You're now completely out of torpedoes, so we can just go straight for it. Chance to hit is not great, but we're closing in. Thanks to the flooding already caused. That was quite nice, sinking that battleship. It's not often these DD attacks on battleships are actually effective. This time it was. Okay, you can select auto, because HE might actually be more effective in this case. Let's try HE, see what it does. Fires. Partial pens and fires. Let's just stick with it a little bit more until we get closer. And then start wrecking it with AP. Crew loss going up, but we need to kill 80% of the crew to make it surrender, so it's not really an effective way of dealing with it. Now AP. There we go, floodings. And dead. Excellent. Lost one DD, but yeah, very good trade. Alright. That was a pretty good month. Just look at all the transport losses that Japan is suffering from. 2 months remaining, 100% chance to succeed. That DD is running around being annoying. They got another light cruiser now. And they still have a battleship being repaired in Saipan. Anything happening here yet? Nope. Are we getting anything new in the water? Wuxi and Nanning, 11 months remaining. Shaima, 18 months. Hife, 26. I got 2 new Beijing class ready. You guys are gonna be on sea control. Maybe get some of those convoy battles. Politically, let's keep making friends with Britain, so we can get dragged into all of this and have some more fun, because Japan is basically done with. And that's it for this episode. Not super eventful, but we did build a new battleship. We did sink an enemy battleship. And our new light cruisers are not terrible. Goodbye, and take care.